It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dolphins and the Bills, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Diggs with a good footwork. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. This goes out right to Doyle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he's met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Play action. Now it's Allen.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Miami set to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now Mostert off the read option.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Now he'll try to run with this.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mostert off the read option. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Sanders' kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Allen off the play fake. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From just shy of midfield, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. And the Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
There we go. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he stopped immediately there. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw.
And this one is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is whether. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. It's caught by Davis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And again, it's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Understandable, we're going to see some of this first game of the year and a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Allen going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Taken in at the 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head over to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they lead the visiting Atlanta Falcons at halftime. The Saints looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Bills, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down and 4. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, 29 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, it took a while to get their first touchdown of the game, but finally some signs of life here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, that was the burst they've been lacking all throughout this game, but that was a decisive run. Might have caught the defense a little flat-footed because they hadn't been able to get going in this one, and he was able to take that one all the way to the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards remain for second down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game. On
second down, here's the option. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
And now out come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Oh, look at the juke. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
You ain't going to burn me.
Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. On second down, Mostert.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. They'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Sanders is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To the air, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing now is Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack or see how they attack them here.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He's still fighting forward and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On play action, Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A give, Singletary right side. And he's got room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 46 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. But Devin Singletary is certainly capable of breaking off some big runs, and he got loose on a big one there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Now Mostert off the read option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Moss.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Now Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gut bouncy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen again. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They run with Mostert off the option. Nifty move. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
He's going to keep this again.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll set up to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed, because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense, and probably some tired minds as well, trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's amazing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. That's taken in by Knox as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Throwing is Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle. The clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick, and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.